everybody, my name is V and welcome to A Day in My Life. For today, we're going to be spending a day in the life of a graduate working at Accenture and find out all of the juicy details for any graduates who are looking to go and work there too and work in the city. But I'm in a rush, so let's get this video began. And thank you so much to Accenture for sponsoring today's video. I'm so excited to be doing this collaboration with you because on this channel, we take pride in finding out about different careers so that we can all find our true joy and our true calling. So I'm really excited to go and explore Accenture for all of those who are interested, but we won't be going anywhere or doing anything if I don't leave the house in 10 minutes because I am so late. You were thinking like, V, you don't work at Accenture, so why are you going to Accenture? And I'm probably saying it wrong too because I have a tendency to say words wrong because my tongue just can't form the way it's supposed to go, so I'm trying my very best. But I love taking time to go and like sneak peek into someone's life, especially when they are studying or working in a graduate job, just so that we can get an insight into what it's really like and get the real experience and get your questions answered. Okay guys, I am ready. The house is very messy. Like I said, it was a chaotic morning, but I am now ready. I'm just wearing all black and a belt. I wanted to be really honest and say that I know about Accenture in like passing in the back of my mind, but I don't really know much. And all I actually know is that they are a huge global tech consultancy, but I'm not sure what else. So yeah, I'm really excited to find out, and let's get this journey going. So I've arrived and I can see Demi, so we're gonna go and say hello and then we're gonna sit down and chit chat and answer all of your questions. I found Demi!
Hi everyone, my name's Demi. I'm a strategy analyst at Accenture and I can't wait to get to all the questions.
Woohoo! So you're a strategy analyst at Accenture, and how long have you been here for?
About 6 months now.
6 months? Yeah. Oh, so you're fresh in there. So I can get all of the juicy questions because it's all fresh on your mind. Okay, so we're gonna head into this beautiful restaurant where we're gonna sit down and catch up first before we go and take a stroll by the office. So let's go and chit chat. We are gonna try and see what to have. So far we've just ordered drinks. I got an apple juice. What do you have?
Orange lemonade.
Cheers. Thought I'd ask you the first question that's on my mind, which is, how did you get here? Like, how did you get to Accenture? Like, how did that journey happen? When did you start thinking about it? When did you apply? Just how are you here right now?
So I was at uni like everyone else. I was in business school and I was like kind of looking for where to start, because obviously you want to start like at a place that allows you to grow, allows you to learn, where you're doing something that is valuable but at the same time you're challenging yourself. I was scouting a few companies and a friend of mine started to speak to me about consulting. So initially I hadn't thought about consulting. Accenture was actually the first consulting company I applied to. I applied to a couple of others, but it was the first.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine started to talk to me about consulting and how like Accenture does like tech consulting, which I found quite interesting. I'm like, okay. So I kind of knew what consulting entailed on a very like high level. But when it came to tech consulting, I really did not know what to expect. And so it was like a whole new world. But it sounded like really interesting. I was like, okay. I wanted to get into tech, but I wasn't exactly a tech person. But if consulting is giving me a platform to do that.
Like, how did you apply?
Okay, so I mean, for me, there was an initial like application form. Obviously, Accenture UK has a program called the ACG. Accenture UK Ireland, UK and Ireland. They have a program called the ACG, so that's like their graduate program.
Okay.
So that was obviously what I was applying to.
So you studied economics at undergrad and then finance at postgrad. Okay, cool. So we've got the details. so we finished having lunch, and Demi is gonna show me where her office is and where she normally comes every single day. So we're just gonna see the outside of it because you know we don't want to go inside. We just want to spend the day chit chatting. So this is where you normally are. Wow, this is gorgeous. And by the way, she's 24, so that is great. I'm 23, she's 24, so we're very close in age, which means that we're getting all the information that we really want to know. What was the application process like applying to Accenture?
Okay, so like I mentioned before, is filling out the basic application form, and after that the online test. The online tests weren't very quantitative and difficult. It was basically making sure you have the right culture fits for Accenture. And then after that we had a taster, which was one of the most interesting parts of the assessment process. Was basically telling us more about Accenture. It gave us we had to do a project with a team, basically simulating the actual Accenture life.
Wow.
It was really, really interesting. And after the taster we had the assessment center, which is the final stage for most people. But for the people that go on to join specialized teams like myself, we had two extra interviews afterwards. So in a nutshell, that was basically it. Honestly, I would say that the Accenture process is basically designed for you to always present your best self. And I'm not just saying it because I work at Accenture, but honestly, as a person, I remember giving feedback to my recruiter at the time, and even my friends as well. I was telling them the Accenture, I've done a lot of assessment centers, but the Accenture one was by far the most engaging and the most fun one. So you would actually enjoy the assessment process. And I remember telling my recruiter that even if I don't get this job, I've enjoyed myself.
That's actually really nice to hear. The second question in our little rapid fire round is what was a misconception that you had about Accenture that now has been proven wrong?
I would say I thought the kind of work I was going to be doing was kind of like legacy or legacy tools, just working on PowerPoint and Excel, just doing analytics and just doing consulting type work. But honestly, what it is with Accenture is it's so different. It's a lot of innovative tools, a lot of using agile technologies, a lot of using agile methods, basically looking for new methods to solve our clients' problems. And that's interesting because you as a consultant, you're learning new things, you're being exposed to a new way of working, as well as you're adding value to your clients as well, which is really interesting. I found that really nice as well.
Wow. Do you know what, that was just such a nice way to speak about the place that you work, and you feel as well as enjoying it, you're actually learning and developing as a person. And I think that's always nice, especially for recent graduates, to go into a space where they're constantly be giving you skills and they don't feel this is mundane and boring. And that makes me happy to hear. What's around the Accenture buildings, and it's really, really beautiful. But I had another question. So if you had to choose, what are the 3 best things about working at Accenture?
One thing is the learning opportunity is nice. The learning opportunities are great. There are many opportunities for you to upskill yourself, and not just in one thing as well, a variety of things. And the second thing I would say is that the people are great. Honestly, some of the people I work with are honestly some of the best people I've ever met. People are great. Honestly,
seriously, the way you speak about these is so nice.
It's awesome.
So happy.
Really great people. I wasn't expecting that as well. I just expected I'm working with people, nice, but I didn't expect them to be so great
and to become your friends.
I know. And then the third thing is obviously the perks.
Talk about it. What did you just get sent in the mail the other day?
The VR headset.
Okay, the perks of working in a space that is including in tech. That is fun.
It's definitely fun.
But yes, we have arrived at this beautiful location, which was literally only 5 minutes walk from your office, which is insane.
Insane.
Okay, can we just take in the view? And it walked 5 minutes from the office. Just 5. If you could go back in time and talk to your younger self before you began as a new starter, what would you say are top tips that you should have known that you wish you'd known and you just didn't know?
Okay, let me see. Tip number 1 will be to always ask for help. Like,
Oh, that's my favorite tip.
I know, I mean, everyone says it, but honestly, it cannot be overemphasized. Always ask for help. Honestly, ask for help. If you're in trouble,
Good.
ask. Like, don't
Good.
wait for things to get bad before you ask for help. Always ask for help. Yeah.
That's so good.
Because honestly, no one expects you to know everything. So just ask for help. Yeah, that's the beauty of Accenture. Like, there are so many people. It's a big company. There's so many people. So there's a lot of people for you to rely on. I think the second one would be to ask for feedback. So, yeah. Like that's very difficult. Not a lot of people are very comfortable having those uncomfortable conversations, but it's something that you have to start early on, as early as possible, because honestly, performance achievement creeps up on you. Oh my gosh. It creeps up on you, and honestly, you don't want to be working in a place and you're not putting your best foot forward. And sometimes you just don't know how to. So it's important to always ask for feedback all the time. Just ask whoever you're working with, whoever you're speaking to at the time, to say, oh, can you like give me some feedback on the work I've given you? Do you have something to say to me?
I like that. Okay.
And yeah, nobody's born perfect. I mean, everyone has to learn, and then the only way to learn is to ask for feedback.
Is to try, ask for feedback, and you know how it goes. And I just wanted to ask a question, and I know it's a bit noisy in here, guys, so bear with us. Bear with us about what is a typical day in your life like. So from getting up, commuting into the work, and then doing a project.
So I get up, I commute to work, I take the tube. First of all, I have like this daily stand-up meeting for my project that I'm doing right now. So we kind of like get together, catch up, kind of say what we're doing on the project, what we expect to do in the coming like day or so, and then what our blockers are and what the risks are. So basically, so we can all be aligned because we're working across different work streams. Yeah, so we do that every morning, and then I go into my other meetings with the clients, obviously, and then I do like some analytical work. Then obviously I break for lunch around 1. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Always a nice time to catch up with someone as well. I try to put in a few meetings, like networking meetings, not like work meetings, like coffee chats across the day, just so like I meet the people I'm working with, which is really important to me, guys. Yeah. So, and then at the end of the day, I kind of like make a to-do list for the next day.
Nice.
I
love the to-do list as well.
Yeah, just so I'm like clear on what to do, because I'm not really a morning person. So when I wake up in the morning, I just want to know this is what I'm doing. So yeah, I make a to-do list for the next day. I make sure that all my meetings are set for the next day as well, and then I kind of round up like by sending a summary of what I have done to my line managers, just so like it looks over. And then if I have any deliverables that I need to submit, I obviously like send them up over at 4 p.m. 5ish. I would say like the hours are good,
and then the day is over.
And then the day is over.
Guys, that is it. Thank you so much for coming on a casual day in the life with me and Demi. She's told us so much about being a strategy analyst at Accenture. Okay, so if you want to know more about her role or applying to grad opportunities at Accenture, then click the link in the description box just down below and go and check it out. And remember, this could be a career for you. Demi's really happy in her role, and you could be just like her and be just as happy as her. And so make sure you click the link in the description box, like I said, and check out everything at Accenture and grad opportunities. And Demi, do you have anything you want to say?
Of course. Make sure you like this video, guys, and of course subscribe to Vee's channel. She's the blog for everything, guys. Like, you have to subscribe to this. Make sure you like and subscribe.
She's always wanted to say that, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Oh, comment, share.
Okay, bye.
Bye.